Yo, 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 what's going on, riders? As y'all all know, look, I normally don't come at y'all like this, but I feel like I got to at this point because this Travis Rudolph case, man, if they get this wrong, it's gonna turn into something else in the whole country. Something that we really don't even need in the country right now. And let me just be blatant. If Trayvon Martin can get shot wearing a hoodie with a bag of Skittles in his pocket from on and another man followed him offside of his property. He wasn't even on his property, right? And if he can get off for doing that and stand your ground off of speculation and they never found a weapon on Trayvon or near him, you know what I'm saying? These guys, four individuals, go over to Travis Rudolph's house after midnight, going over there with intention to kill or harm him. Four of them for him, and it's only him and his brother, so you could put two on one, either how you want to get it. And they were armed, regardless of how many guns was there. They was armed, so he had all right to defend himself and use lethal force at that manner. You know what I'm saying? Because they had weapons that can take his life, any kind of weapon. They say you don't bring a knife to a gunfight. You bring a knife. You show a knife. He got a gun. He shoots you. Self-defense. In Florida, they got a stand your ground law. I'm not sure how that works. I'm not from Florida. But what I can tell y'all riders is that the man defended himself. He defended himself at home. He defended his brother. His mom was supposedly there too. You know, he's protecting his family. He's fearing for him and his brother's life. I get it. What was the lead detective on the case? She's been a lead detective now for 3 years. She had 4 homicide cases. After this case, for me watching the whole testimonies, and y'all should go and watch them. Shout out to the Long Crime Network. Shout out to I can't remember the other chick's name. She did a good breakdown on it. And then but I did see the lawyer chick Natalie. You know, lawyer Natalie chick, or Natalie the lawyer chick. I think that's her name. Shout out to her. She's a lawyer, and I advise y'all to go check out her channel. She did a very good job of breaking it down. I when I get home this weekend, if y'all would like, let me know down in the comments. You know what I'm saying? I can, follow up and put posters up of the people I'm talking about, pictures or whatever. I don't, I'm trying to stay away from all of that because, it works in mysterious ways and crazy ways. I'm still learning this. But anyhow, Detective Vanderwerk said that she did excellent, fine police work. She found no probable cause to charge any of, in this case, the victims. They claim to be victims. Now they want to cry victim, right? The only victim and is the person that lost their lives. But even in that case, he went over there with his homeboys to, get down. You know what I'm saying? They were strapped up. They were strapped. They was ready to go get down, and he lost. And one person lost their life. Another person got shot. Now they want to cry wolf. I believe the state in this case really worked out some kind of deal with them. You could tell that they were very rehearsed, that they worked with them throughout these 2 years and trying to prepare them for this trial. But they ain't ready. And neither was a lead detective. They never followed the path of the car. And they should have followed the path of the car. Said they didn't have probable cause. I mean, I'm no detective, but if you retrieve the cell phones that were found in the car, when y'all arrived on scene and y'all went through them, and they were GPSing a hospital, trying to find a hospital, and they didn't wind up getting to the hospital. There was a hospital 2 minutes away. The car, they actually were trying to get away. The car broke down because he was Mr. Rudolph, the ex-NFL player, shot at the vehicle. So the vehicle was leaking fluid, and it probably stopped. It probably was coolant. The car probably got hot, and it stopped. You know what I'm saying? The car, sometimes when you lose coolant or your radiator get hit, it's over. You know what I mean? And I'm just speculating. I really don't know for a fact, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean? It's just like common sense. Something with the car is shut down, right? Loss of oil, loss of coolant, something is shut the car down. They could have made it to the hospital. However, they didn't. That's because why didn't y'all make it to the hospital? Why was y'all searching the hospital, but it took y'all so long to get to a hospital? The car broke down away from a hospital because they were trying to get rid of weapons. She said that she didn't find probable cause, you know what I'm saying? She found out the guy, there was another guy that was involved with it. he was saying that he had a gun. He had a gun. He was saying he didn't have a gun. I'm trying to stay away from using names. You know what I'm saying? I can use the detective name because that's a public servant. You know what I'm saying? I am they serve us. We pay our tax dollars for these people, right? So, and Travis Rudolph was an NFL player, ex-NFL player, right? So the there was four individuals. One lost their life, okay? The one lost their life. Three other guys, testified. Well, one of them happened to be her brother. She claimed that they're all close, so she calls all of them her brothers, okay? Okay? All right? I'm everywhere with this, so just keep up and just get into the details, okay? And the gist of things. The detective left out so much evidence. I mean, like, honestly, I believe, they might go ahead and throw the book at this man and lock this man up because, and this is effed up, but this is the reason why, y'all, and I'm telling y'all, because if this man wins this case, you would have to reopen every case that this detective have did, because she really got on the stand and said she didn't find probable cause after she was lied to about a gun. They told the detective the first time she interviewed him, and she only did 10-minute interviews with these people in a murder trial. That's not likely, right? So they told her they told her they didn't have a gun. She found out they had a gun. She still didn't find probable cause to go back and get warrants to their houses, nothing, blah, blah, blah. She said that when you go register for a firearm, it doesn't go in the database. She don't know how to access the database, but she's a detective. She don't know how to access the database or call the ATF or do whatever she needs to do under her badge to get the serial number, the name attached to the serial number on the gun. That's why some people in a lot of trials, you see the serial number be scratched off of pistols, because somebody trying to do some dirt with it, and it might tie back to a person or persons, right? But the serial number is attached. It was legally bought firearm, right? It was legal. To buy it was legal. The guy had his license, whatever. Well, the gun was found. She said that wasn't probable cause. She said she did work. She didn't do a lot of digging on it. It's very incompetent. I mean, if this is how her other murder trials went, when she just went off the first speculation, didn't do no investigating before arresting Travis Rudolph, they got to open up all her cases. This is caused to open up all her cases. The things she said, I don't even know how the judge is sitting there even going through with this trial, and they're really searching for first degree murder on this man. Now, the girl's brother, who has a husband who is legally married, who caused all this drama because after he pays for her cosmetic surgery, who claimed she was a realtor but couldn't sell no houses in 2020 because of COVID, right? So she wasn't making no money with that. We all know he paid for her surgery to get done. According to, women that, I've been seeing on YouTube, they saying that she had a BBL because she couldn't sit down and so forth and so on, right? Well, the girl got on there. Like I said before, I don't know if y'all can hear it. I know the sound was shoddy in the other video. Her testimony was horrible. All their testimonies was horrible. You could tell they was coached. This detective wants the big name in this case, which is the Travis Rudolph. She wants that man. They're playing with a man's life here. They are playing with a man's life here. And it's not right. It just ain't right. And the case is just like, and if you're a juror on this case, if they're jurors, right, they have to know that these guys are lying, especially after they found the text messages that the girlfriend / somebody else's wife, the girlfriend of Travis Rudolph, she is married to another man, text her brother, which is in medical school, that shouldn't been there in the first place because he's in medical school. But she called him. He shows up with his boys. She texts him. He texts her first. The guy in medical school texts a group chat saying that he's a dead man walking. That wasn't probable cause of detective neither, apparently. Then she texts, come over here and shoot his shit up. That wasn't probable cause neither. They came over there with that intention. You know what I'm saying? The guy that died banged on the door. They're jumping his brother down the street. They park down the street. They ride past first to see, you know what I'm saying, if there's any cameras. They're scoping out the place. They park a block and a half away. That's not probable cause neither. You park a block and a half away. You got room in the driveway, room on the street in front of the house. It's late night. Ain't no traffic coming. You know what I'm saying? Why not? That's shady. Somebody parked that. That's a hit. That is a hit. That was a hit. They parked almost 2 blocks away from his house, left their cell phones in the car, right? So when another guy, one of the guys gets up on the stand, he says in his friend's pocket, what he's grabbing, it could be his cell phone, but all their cell phones was left in the car. See, the lawyer was trying to get at certain things, but the judge got something else going on right now, serving warrants or something, saying he trying to pay. A man's life is on the line here. Like, unless he's going to, like, okay, I just want him to prove this case, prove these people. They don't have some kind of immunity, but the detective in the state, the DA, they want the ex-NFL star. That's the name. That's the big name. They want the big name. They want a big case. She want a promotion, big case under her. She's very eager to get a good case. Like, but this right here, this just ain't it. It's so messy. The way I'm explaining it to y'all, I'm everywhere with it. And that's exactly what this case is like. It's everywhere. But I'm for real furious because they're playing with a black man's life, yo. And it's effing aggravating, riders. It's fucking aggravating right now. Like, it really is. Because there's no way that the system and see, this is the things that they try to use, that the system will use to try to turn us against each other, because there's going to be other individuals that's going to make videos or you know, tweets and say things, and it's going to make them furious, and other individuals are going to take that the wrong way. But I don't care who you are. At any given time, if 4 people show up to your house after midnight with firearms, you have every right to lay every single one of them down. He fired 39 shots. They're saying it's overkill. If he sees 2 of them with weapons, you assume that other 2 got it, right? So you're going to fire off. And mind you, they were parked down the street. So they were beating his brother up in the street. They were beating his brother up in the street. They were fighting. He was fighting one of the guys. The guy flashed his gun. Oh, you about to get it. He gets away from the dude, runs back in the house, grabs his AR, come back out. He slips on camera. You see it on camera. He slipped and fell. He get back up, running towards his brother. He don't want to shoot because his brother's fighting. He can see his brother. You know what I mean? He don't want to hit his brother. So he runs up, breaks it up. The dudes is running, getting back to the car because they see the big gun now. But the other dudes is trying to take cover behind the glass doors, pointing their guns ready to fire. He sees it. He's letting loose. His drilling ain't going. He's scared. Bang, bang, bang. He just letting it go. You know what I'm saying? He's letting it go at this point. He's trying to empty the whole drum. Get away. They skirt off. Oh, we can't fire back. We got to get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Just in case if they want to return fire while they're going down the street. I understand what he was thinking in his head. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the time, I'm going to keep firing. Get off my block. They get hit. Bullet fragments is in the guys. The guy, they throw their guns. The guns get found, You know what I'm saying? The one gonna get found, but they, mind you, the detective, they never followed the path of the car. There could have been more guns. There could have been more guns. You know what I'm saying? She never even interviewed the first cop to arrive on scene, the first officer to arrive on scene with the West Palm Beach Police Department. She never interviewed that person. Like, and the case is just everywhere, man. Y'all gotta watch it. You know what I'm saying? The Long Crime Network. You could pay to watch the videos if you want. I think some of the live streams, they'll live stream it, so you can catch some of those for free. But the Natalie, the lawyer chick, they got a video. I'm so mad I can't remember the other girl's name, but she broke it down too beautifully. You know, she had some of the facts a little mixed up, but still, like, you know what I mean, she broke it down. The case is messy, y'all. Just what I'm everywhere with it, but I'm giving it to y'all the raw way. Y'all could look at the whole evidence in the case yourselves. And before I get up out of here, like, in it's just sad, you know what I'm saying? Like, riders, check this out. Like, check this case out and let me know what y'all think, man, for real. Because, like, it's crazy. To me, it's wild. Like, for him to even be on trial for first-degree murder in a stand your ground state. You hear me? The same place where a young 16-year-old got shot for having a bag of Skittles and a hoodie on. You feel what I'm saying? And dude got off. But he's really on trial, like, you know what I'm saying? When 4 dudes come to your house after midnight strapped to fight you over cause the girl seen text message. He wasn't even, like, you know what I'm saying? They ain't see each other in a month because she got the surgery. She probably doing her. He trying to rehab back to the NFL. Like, man, it's like the whole thing is crazy, man. But it just, to me, it brings back the whole memory of the Tori Lanez trial, man. Like, it does, because, you know what I'm saying? Like, none of the stuff added up. None of that stuff really added up. I think the defense that Travis Rudolph got, Tori should have had them. Money don't make your defense. People, you really got to start vetting your defense and making sure they got your best interests at heart, because if he would have had this defense, I don't think Tori would be in jail right now. And there's no way. There's just not enough. Like, you know, people's like, well, he had a gun, he shouldn't have had a gun. Like, I don't even know if we don't even know if he shot. But from what everybody was saying and the lies that people, like, you can lie in court now and blatantly get caught lying in court, telling lies, and still somebody go to jail for it. And see, I don't care how y'all want to, like, I know everybody's not going to agree with me, because they're going to say, you know, Megan, she got shot and he did it and blah, blah, blah. But look, she lied about having relations with the man. She didn't have to lie about that. That was just a simple question. Now, it had nothing to do with the trial. But whatever went on, that what I'm trying to get at is, and what I'm trying to get at with that, for example, is this young lady seen that trial happen. So now, since a NFL player don't want nothing to do with her no more, has moved on to another chick, she sends her brothers or her brother's friends to go do a hit on a man and cry wolf and cry she got beat and he had intentions to kill them. This is what that kind of stuff starts. When they see that stuff happen, people try to follow suit. And you can't be playing with nobody's life. You're playing with people's lives behind bars. That, like, I'm telling you, like, that's crazy, man. That is crazy. Do I think he should have testified in that case? Absolutely. I think he should have got on that stand. No matter if they'd do whatever at him, because if you want to tell your truth, tell your truth. If I'm going to go to jail and I got a chance to, you know, I'm on trial, I got to get on the stand. I cannot let my life go in a balance and not hitting the stand. But I almost feel him, like, to the point where he almost didn't even need to get on stand. Everybody recanting, pleading the fifth on trial. Like, how you going to plead the fifth? You can't plead you're on the stand pleading the fifth and somebody still go to jail. Like, y'all gotta think, man. And it's just, and they're coming, and if they're doing this to people that have money, just imagine, and I'm talking about that have 6-figure accounts, you know what I'm saying, $250,000 houses. Imagine what they're going to do to some of us out here that is making less of that. We like, y'all got to think about that. Like, we don't stand a chance. See, people looking at it like, oh, I like this person, I like that person. Yeah, you probably like that person, but you don't got that person's money. And if your family member's on trial for that, if they can do that to them, you're nothing. You're nothing. And they're starting at the top and they're working their way down levels. So if they can do that to somebody who is a A-list celebrity or B-list celebrity or whatever, that's known, that has a name, that has bread, that guy has, quote on air quote money, imagine what they going to do to somebody who's living in the middle class or poverty levels. I gotta, like, come on, like, I want my riders to be there with me. Like, I want my riders to be there with me, like, and hold me accountable when I'm wrong, and I'll admit that I'm wrong and be there with me all the time. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to front. I don't want to bring people on the platforms to sell y'all things and stuff too. Real quick before I get up out of here. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm coming up. Y'all coming up with me. I can't bring somebody else on the show and try to sell and use my audience or the people who view me to sell something to. Nah. The only thing I could tell you, cause there's every way to get money. There's loopholes in America. You gotta work them. And I ain't trying, and I ain't telling nobody to be a scammer. I don't care how people getting their bread. Everybody got their own way. Cause when we was in school, and this is example, and I'm getting up out of here after this, y'all. And I know this ain't got nothing to do with what I was just talking about, but it was just something else that was on my mind. I had to get it out. Everybody was in school. Some people was shoot spitballs out of the straw. They didn't get caught, but you got caught when you did it. But you was good with the finger rubber band. You was good with the paper rubber band in your hand. You ain't never get caught doing that, but they did. Everybody has their own thing. Find your thing and find what works for you. You know what I'm saying? People are putting these scammers out here. They're trying to lead y'all on the right path, but I would say look at what people's doing, but find your own way on how to work things out. Don't take everybody's advice and don't be paying for these people's classes because we know how to survive and we know how to hustle. You just got to get out there and learn the things on your own, in your own way. And trust me, you will be successful. Just stay with it and stick with it, and you will be successful. That is a fact. That's a fact. Long as you stay with it, keep doing your research, you will find a way to be successful in that area. And that is a promise. I promise you that. You can't fail that way. And that's the A+ club. You know what I mean? I love everybody that's out there and getting straight A's. All my youngins that's out there getting straight A's, keep doing it. Do whatever it is. Achieve all your goals, y'all. You know what I'm saying? All my peoples out there that's staying clean, stay clean. Keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? You got to lose people in your life. You know what I mean? But y'all, check this out, man. They're trying to get us, man. And they're coming for us, y'all. They're coming for us. No matter what color we is, no matter what it is, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, if they get this wrong, y'all, it's just going to try to open up that can of worms. And we just got to be ready to just stick together and just, you know what I'm saying? Like say, wrong is wrong, y'all. Wrong is wrong. We should be able to defend ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Definitely protect our family, protect our homes, our houses, our neighbors. You know what I'm saying? They was on his block. You know what I'm saying? We should be able to protect our neighbors because our neighbors feed us. Our neighbors, they love us. They watch our children. They watch our houses. You know what I'm saying? Like we watch theirs. Like we got to be able to do that. We just got to. We got to be able to, protect our neighborhoods. Period. And ours. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm out, riders. I know I was on here for 25 minutes, man. Look, I want y'all to have a good day. I had to get this out. I promise y'all I'll find a way to get my equipment back on the truck, you know what I'm saying? Cause this ain't cutting it for me. And y'all probably having a hard time hearing me, but I'm out. Until the next time, y'all, good vibes and always stay prosperous. A+.